Hey golf people, on today's episode I'm taking a look at the Mevo Plus Pro package. This is an optional upgrade that's going to turn this device into something very special. I'm going to explore all the new features with you that FlightScope has rolled out for the Mevo Plus. And at the end of this video, I'll show you how, by being a fan of this show, you can save $100 on the Pro package. It's an exclusive savings just for the Let's Play Through community, and I'm pumped to be able to give it to you. So if you're ready, let's go into my brand new simulator room, which I am still building, and you're gonna see some construction in there, but I'm gonna show you how this thing gets set up and how it works and just how powerful it can be. Let's do it, guys. Now, in order to get the most out of this Pro upgrade, it's really important that you get your distances right. And I even pulled out a ruler to make sure that the distance of the device to my hitting surface was in there correctly, as well as I was up about 1 inch from the mat I was using in my little makeshift room here. So I made sure that that was correct as well. Now, if you've been using the Mevo Plus, this is a very similar setup to what you've seen before. You'll want to make sure that you choose indoor if you're indoor, or outdoor if you're outdoor. And you can even use this very handy alignment here to make sure that you are hitting it straight and in the direction that the unit thinks you are. If there's a problem there, it's very simple to just move the device and get that red line correct. Now, you can add different users to your Mevo Plus system to track their performance. I added myself here into Wade's Mevo Plus because this is actually his device. And there you go. I'm standing on that beautiful 4-sight range. Now, as you can see, just like the regular Mevo Plus layout, everything is customizable there on the right. I've got this set up for carry, club speed, ball speed, and launch angle. However, you can actually put the parameters that you're most interested in there on the right-hand side. Now, there are a few different views for this range as well. I like the down-the-line view. However, you can look at the top view, the side view, and some other perspectives there, which we will take a look at here later in the video. I also like to turn on there in the bottom left, follow the ball. You can see it's lit up red, and that means when I hit a ball, you're actually going to see the ball fly just like this.
Carry is 141.6 yards.
You can see a nice little ball flight there. And you can see that shot landed just a little left of the line, so it was a pretty good shot. Maybe not the most powerful 7-iron I've ever hit, but I was just getting warmed up here. You can see there carry 141.6 yards, my club speed at 76.1, my ball speed at 104.8 miles per hour, and that launch angle at 21.4 degrees. Now, a few things that I will note here. I did not place the stickers on the ball, and that's usually recommended. But I found, at least with this upgrade, that was not necessary for me in my room, at least in the environment that I chose. That might be different for you, but I was really surprised to see that I didn't need those silver stickers that come with the Mevo Plus in order to pick up ball data. And in the past, I've found that the Mevo Plus misses a shot from time to time. And throughout my testing with this new Fusion upgrade, meaning it's using both the camera and that Doppler radar, I didn't miss any shots, not one single shot with me swinging, or when Wade came over and he started swinging, he didn't miss any shots either. I was really impressed by that. Well, after you hit your shots and you go back into the data, that's where the upgrade really shines. As you can see, we can look through all of our shots just like you normally would be able to do. But with this new upgrade, you've actually got some more options here. We've got club analysis as well as charts. I'm going to bounce into club analysis there, and after it loads, you're going to see something that is pretty amazing. It blew my mind when I saw this thing at the PGA show. First of all, you've got a 3-dimensional world where you can actually see each and every swing you took during your session, and you can analyze that data by zooming in and out. As you can see here, that orange line is literally the path my club took as it hit the ball. And if I hit the play button here, we'll actually see it represented how that club came through at impact. Very cool stuff. I'll stop the animation there, but let's look at all shots here. We can actually see all of the different club paths that I took. Not such a consistent day there swinging. In that one that is way off to the left, that was a shot that I really hooked, and it was pretty ugly. But what's nice is you can go back through here and see what you did well and what you did wrong. And taking a look at this, we can see on this particular shot, let me get rid of all shots here. On this particular shot, my club was pretty square at impact, and that's why it flew pretty straight, maybe just a little shut there. That's really cool. Now, if I click on this D-plane button, that's where it gets even more exciting, and we can really look at the face and path data, our angle of attack, our dynamic loft, and a lot of really cool data that I am still getting to learn and get better at really analyzing, to be quite honest with you. But look at that. You can literally see the ball spinning in terms of the exact spin that was imparted into that ball. You can see that's spinning just a little bit with some fade spin there, and I think that shot actually did fade just a little bit. The face to path there, 1.2 right. That also signals to us that that ball went a little bit right, but really interesting to see what we're doing there and get a three-dimensional representation of what our club did at impact. I find that to be incredibly fascinating. And I might even see here on these clubs that I've probably got to get these particular clubs bent. Normally, I have 1 degree upright clubs, and these are actually standard. I haven't done anything to them in terms of bending them. And it actually shows right here visually. This is an incredible tool for people who are fitting clubs. And if you've never actually gone through a fitting process, I'd probably still recommend you use a professional. But if you amateurs out there want to give it a shot, this is going to give you some really cool data and visualizations to give a better idea of what you're doing. I would probably recommend you use this more as a practice tool and get better as you hone in on your swing. But you could potentially use this as a fitting device, and of course professional fitters will love this data that they're seeing here. I'm going to leave the D-plane and show you something else that's really cool. We've been looking at some 3-dimensional models, but they also have 2-dimensional models. I'll click on that, and after it loads, we will see what we were seeing on that particular swing, but in a 2-dimensional world. You've got, again, face to target. If I click over here, we have face to path, dynamic loft, ball spin axis. So again, you can see that spin that was imparted was a little bit more fade spin. I assume if that line is completely horizontal, and I mean that blue line there above the white line, if that's horizontal or parallel to the white line, we should be having a pretty straight ball flight. And the ones I draw, let me see if I can click over to a different shot here where I drew the ball. That's going to be what draw spin looks like there. And you can see 5.3 left on your screen. Amazing, amazing stuff that no one has ever had access before the last couple of years, unless you were a PGA professional or a professional fitter. This is all new data to us mere mortals out there, and I find it to be incredibly exciting. I'm going to bounce over here to charts, and you're going to be able to see some other data that, again, was not previously available to you Mevo Plus owners without this new software upgrade. And again, we can bounce in between shots. I think this was that good shot that we were looking at. And you can see here, this is my club speed profile. You can see that my swing started off slowly down there at 0, basically, and we ramped up to about 76 miles per hour on this swing. What we're looking for right here, to best of my knowledge, is a nice, smooth curve. You don't want to see any real jagged lines there or any strange anomalies. And what's even more important here is that when you look at all of those swings combined, you can see I have a very consistent swing profile. And so if you're trying to build consistency into your swing, this chart is going to help you analyze that. Now, if we bounce over here to the club acceleration profile, this is all of my shots. And what's nice here, again, is the consistency. If you've got the wrong shaft, you're going to see all sorts of things happen at the 0 mark or right before the 0 mark. Basically, you've got distance there on the bottom, -3 feet, 2 feet, 1 foot, and 0. And you've got acceleration there along the vertical axis. And this is basically going to help you fit yourself into the right shaft. What you want to see is consistency. That's the most important thing. And different swing types with different flex shaft combinations are going to see different characteristics there in the acceleration profile. If you're someone with a little slower swing, for instance, you might want to see a little J hook there down at the bottom, meaning the shaft is accelerating right as it hits the ball and giving you a little bit more boost. What you don't want to see is that sometimes it's accelerating, sometimes it's decelerating, and it's all over the place. You really want to see consistency there And I did here with my chart, which I was happy to see. I'm getting better at reading these things. And for all you club fitters out there, the professional ones, go ahead and leave us a comment and let us know what to look for. But this is a potentially powerful way for all of us to learn what shafts work best for us and what we can do to improve our swings. Now, the next feature that I'm super excited about is the fact that you've got multiple camera views with this new upgrade. You can configure, I believe, up to 5 different cameras, and they can be on smart devices. You can see that I hooked up my iPhone camera here to be the second camera. So my main camera, or cam 1 here, is the camera that's coming right off the radar, and cam 2 is my iPhone camera. Having both camera views is going to be invaluable if you have a swing coach who wants to analyze that swing from different areas. And just like you could do with the Mevo Plus before, it will save your swings, and you'll be able to send these very easily with a couple of clicks to a swing coach or to a friend or someone else that you would like to view it. Now, I will say that there was some user error here, being this is my first time setting up the multi-cam, and using the front-facing camera of my iPhone actually flipped the image. So it looks like I'm left-handed and right-handed at the same time. That, again, was just user error, and in your iPhone settings, you can make sure that that does not flip for you. Of course, using the back camera on an iPhone or an iPad or some other smart device should give you the regular image without it being flipped. Again, user error, and that just happens, and I apologize. But I am, in fact, a mere mortal, and mistakes like this do happen from time to time. Now, anytime I ever do a simulator video, people love to point out all those mistakes. So I'm telling you in advance, yes, I know I made a mistake here, and I will fix it next time. Once you're done with the session, you actually finish the session, and you can see it puts all the data points together for you here. It's very nice to go through each one of your clubs and see exactly how they did. I always love to go to these views, and these views are available whether you're using the Pro Upgrade or not, but to me, they're just super useful to see replays of the shots and to get multiple angles of where all those shots landed. All right, so do I think that this new Pro Upgrade is worth it? I absolutely do. The Mevo Plus is already a very good Doppler device. Adding that fusion technology turns it into a hybrid photo and Doppler device, adding accuracy and adding some really cool and very helpful features to you golfers, both amateur and professional, as well as the professional fitters out there. Now, I said earlier in the video that I've got a special discount code for the Let's Play Through community, and I'm leaving that discount code down below, which will save you $100 off the upgrade to this Mevo Pro package at playbetter.com, our show's sponsor, where I get all my golf technology. And whether or not you bought your Mevo Plus hardware somewhere else, that software upgrade is still available to you at a discount at playbetter.com, just for being a fan of this show. Really cool. I don't know any other content creators or YouTubers that have given out $100 off. We get to do it because playbetter.com is our sponsor, and they're super cool guys. Well, guys, let me know what you think of this new upgrade and if it's worth it to you. And for those of you who are just getting started on your purchasing journey and you haven't purchased any hardware yet, have a look at this video here, the Bushnell Launch Pro. It's another launch monitor that sits in a similar price range to the Mevo Plus, and it's worth you taking a look at as well. Guys, I enjoyed this one immensely. I hope you did too, and I'll catch you back here very soon on another edition of Let's Play Through.